ACA IELTS series.
Hello everyone. Welcome to this IELTS January 2026 prediction video, where I'll walk you through the most likely writing and speaking questions based on Cambridge IELTS 18 to 20 trends, recent exams, and repeated patterns. In this video, you'll see how the real questions are likely to appear, model answers, and exactly how examiners expect you to answer to score band 7+. Let's start with writing, then move to speaking. Let's begin with academic writing task 1. In January 2026, you should expect graphs with trends, especially line graphs and bar charts, sometimes combined with tables or maps. A typical question may look like this. The line graph shows the percentage of people using different types of transport in a city between 2000 and 2025. Now, let me tell you how to answer this properly. Your task 1 answer must have 4 parts: an introduction, an overview, and 2 body paragraphs. In the overview, you must describe the main trends, not numbers. For example, you can say that car usage declined while public transport increased. When you describe details, always compare data and use trend language such as increased steadily, declined gradually, remained stable, or reached a peak. Remember, no opinions, no reasons, and no conclusions in task 1. If you follow this structure, scoring band 7 or higher becomes much easier. Here is a model answer explained. Introduction. The line graph illustrates changes in the proportion of city residents using 4 different modes of transport over 25 years from 2000 to 2025. This shows paraphrasing, required for band 6+. Overview. Overall, private car usage declined steadily, while public transport and cycling became more popular. Walking remained relatively stable. This is the most important paragraph for task 1. Details. In 2000, cars were the dominant form of transport at about 55%, but this figure fell gradually to approximately 35% by 2025. By contrast, public transport usage rose significantly from around 20% to nearly 40%, becoming the most common option at the end of the period. Cycling also increased from 5% to 15%, whereas walking fluctuated slightly but stayed close to 20% throughout. Why this scores high? Clear overview. Accurate comparisons. Correct tense usage. No unnecessary data. Now let's talk about general training writing task 1, which is always a letter. In January 2026, the most likely letters are formal complaint letters, requests, and job-related letters. A common question may look like this. You recently stayed at a hotel and were unhappy with the service. This is a formal complaint letter. When writing this letter, always use a formal tone. Cover all bullet points clearly, and divide your answer into logical paragraphs. Never use informal language like hi or thanks a lot in a formal letter. If you follow the correct tone and structure, task 1 in general training can be a very high-scoring task. Here is a model answer. Dear Sir or Madam, I am writing to complain about the poor service I experienced during my recent stay at your hotel. Firstly, the room was not cleaned properly, and the air conditioning system was not working. Despite informing the staff, no action was taken. This situation caused significant discomfort, and I was unable to rest properly during my stay. I would appreciate it if you could investigate this matter and offer a suitable apology or refund. Yours faithfully. Name. Why this scores high? Formal language. Clear structure. Direct response to bullet points. Now let's move to writing task 2, which carries the highest marks. For January 2026, the most likely essay type is an opinion essay. A very common predicted question is: some people believe that technology has reduced face-to-face communication. To what extent do you agree or disagree? This is a direct opinion essay. Here's how you answer it correctly. In the introduction, clearly state whether you agree or disagree. In body paragraph 1, explain one strong reason. In body paragraph 2, explain another reason or example. Then summarize your opinion in the conclusion. Avoid memorized phrases. Avoid overcomplicated vocabulary. Clarity and logical flow are more important than fancy words. Here's a model answer. Technology has transformed how people communicate, and I strongly agree that it has reduced face-to-face interaction. One major reason is the widespread use of smartphones and social media. People often choose online communication even when meeting in person is possible, which weakens real social connections. Although technology allows long-distance communication, it cannot fully replace direct interaction, which is essential for emotional bonding. In conclusion, while technology offers convenience, it has significantly reduced meaningful face-to-face communication. Why this scores band 7+. Clear opinion. Logical flow. Controlled vocabulary. No off-topic ideas. Now let's move on to speaking module. In speaking part 1, questions will be short and familiar. For example, do you use technology every day? Your answer should be short but developed. Say what you do, then add one reason or example. Do not give one-word answers. Answer: yes, I use technology daily for studying, communication, and entertainment. It has become an essential part of my routine. It's clear, simple, and direct. Now let's talk about speaking part 2, the long turn. One high probability cue card for January 2026 is: describe a skill you learned that is useful in daily life. When answering a cue card, always cover all bullet points. Use past and present tense correctly. And speak continuously for up to 2 minutes. Start with what the skill is. Explain when and how you learned it. And finally explain why it is useful. Speak naturally. Do not memorize answers. Here's a model answer. One useful skill I learned is time management. I developed this skill while balancing my studies and personal responsibilities. I learned it gradually by planning my daily tasks and setting priorities. Over time, this helped me reduce stress and improve productivity. This skill is useful because it allows me to manage my time efficiently. It has helped me meet deadlines and maintain a better work-life balance. Why this scores high? Clear structure. Simple but accurate language. No memorization. In speaking part 3, questions become more abstract. For example, why are skills important in modern society? Here, give general answers, not personal stories. Explain how skills help people adapt, get jobs, and succeed in a changing world. Always explain why and how. Answer: skills are important because they help people adapt to changes and remain competitive in the job market. In today's fast-changing world, continuous skill development is essential. So these are the most realistic IELTS writing and speaking predictions for January 2026. If you prepare these question types, structures, and answers properly, you will walk into the exam confident and well-prepared. For more IELTS prediction videos, detailed exam strategies, and step-by-step guidance, make sure you subscribe to American Council Academia and stay connected for upcoming IELTS content. Thank you for watching, and all the best for your IELTS exam.